Good morning, everyone, and welcome to a tutorial for a Facebook Live. My name is Chelsea Corkins, and I am a 4-H County Engagement Specialist in Saline, Carroll, and Sheraton counties. Thanks for joining today. Because many of us have been displaced from our offices and can't do face-to-face programming, there's been a lot of interest in Facebook Live. We've utilized this for 4-H Live, our online learning platform that some of you may have been tuning in for. So today I wanted to give you a brief tutorial. Now, like a couple other things in Facebook, there is a learning curve, but there's certainly a basic way to use things and a more advanced. So I'm going to try and show you a little bit of both. So first thing you're going to do is find whatever page you want to utilize, whatever page you want to go live through. For me, we're just going to go to Saline County 4-H and walk you through how to start a live video. Okay, so first thing you're going to do is look for this live icon. Nothing's changed here, so click that. What has changed within the last week or so for a few people is the interface that comes up. So this option launched in about September, October of last year, and for many of us just decided to switch over. So that's why we're doing this tutorial here that's a little bit different. It missed some of my previous recordings, missed some of the important things that you'll need to be aware of for this platform. Okay, so we'll start off here. You have two options for your live. You can either go live right now, or you can schedule a live video. So for those who have also watched our Facebook Premiere tutorial, scheduling is going to be just about that same thing. I'll quickly give you a rundown on that. If you schedule a live video, it's going to give you something like what we see right here. I know it's a little cut off. Let's see, there we go. This is what's going to post up onto your page. You're going to see that you can put a picture here. You can say it's going to be today at 10:15, it can be tomorrow at whatever time. People can also click this to get a reminder for your live video, so that's helpful. That's another way that Facebook is promoting its Facebook Live videos. It moves things to the top of the news feed and allows us to get reminders for them. When you're posting static videos, that's not something you can do. So you can schedule ahead. A couple things that you'll want to do for that is make sure you have the right time that you want to schedule it for. Make sure it's going to the right page. Just as with a lot of other options, you can manage which pages it goes to. It can go to your private timeline, pages, groups, and then you'll also want to look at where do you want to post it to. Which page are you in control of that you'd want to post it to. You can cross-post if you have multiple pages you want to post to. Say that I am putting something up for Carroll, Sheraton, and Saline counties. I would cross-post all three of those at the same time. Okay, so live video title, this would be anything from, say, our 4-H Live online learning series. It could be your container gardening workshop. It could be SMQA, whatever title you feel is most appropriate. And then down here is where you can put in your description. So this is where I usually put in our hashtags and then also any references. So we want to make sure that we are using credible sources, whether that be our own web pages, our own research, our own curriculum, but that's a good place to put that in here is this little description area down here. So title goes here, description goes here. This select an image is this thing right here. So your default is going to be to whatever your cover photo is on your page, but you can change that. So say you're doing something on container gardening, you could put an image of some container gardens. That would be a good place to put that. You could also put a poster or flyer that you've created. Keep in mind, however, this is the orientation you're going to see. It will be horizontal and it is going to be kind of skinny. So you're not going to have much. I know a lot of us design flyers up and down. That's great, but this is going to be horizontal, so it's only going to grab part of your flyer. So once you've filled all that in, then you can schedule this live video. Now it does say that we have to select a time at least 11 minutes from now, so keep that in mind. If you're wanting to go live right away, scheduling your live is not going to be a great option for you. The one I would suggest for live video is to go right here, go live now. This gives you a couple of advantages. It really creates community that we sometimes lose between our our interactions because of our computer screens. Live video allows for people to leave live commentary on the video. So say I say some statement and someone goes, wait, I don't understand that. Can you repeat that again? They can put that in the comments. You can see that comment and then react from there. They don't have audio for in your direction, but it does at least give us some kind of two-way conversation. So keep that in mind with live video. Lots of, like I said, other benefits that Facebook really promotes it over your static videos. The biggest disadvantage, however, is that you need some type of steady internet connection. Now, you can still do Facebook Live without a steady internet connection. I have a couple suggestions. First, keep it nice and short. Some of us are doing minute to 2 minute posts, updates, and that's great. You might be able to keep a solid connection for that length of time. If you're trying to record a 30 or 40 minute program, that might not be your best option. So if you've decided Facebook Live is indeed what you think you want to go with, here's how you get started. So first you start with that, go live now. Same thing we just walked through a minute ago. Decide, are you sharing through a page, through a group, and then select that page. For me, maybe I'm putting something just for our Heights Point 4-H summer camp. Put that title and then your description here. I do not suggest that being optional. I would always include a title, but that's just me. Cross-posting, and then you can look at some audience settings as well. That's all up to you. Then you can go live. However, here's the biggest thing that is the difference between what this all looks like right now and what things looked like about a week ago. If you scroll up here, you can always see what your live video looks like. However, right now it's waiting for a live video because the default setting, at least on every time I've come in here, is use stream keys. We don't need to get into what that is, aside from knowing that that means you are using a third party to stream your video. We don't want that. Most of us are going to literally want to do Facebook Live through our computer camera or through our phone camera. So most important part, this get started, change that to camera. You will fail every time you forget to set that up. So you want to set that up to camera. And then you can change what your camera is. Mine's a little funky right now because I am recording through my camera, so it doesn't want to select said camera to then go live while doing that. But that's okay. So here's where you would select the camera you want to use. More than likely it's going to be your desktop, or it could also be a webcam if you utilize one of those. And then this is your mic. Most of us will use an internal mic, but you might be using a headset or something else that might need to be connected here. You can also share your screen. At least in previous Facebook Lives, though, you don't have the option to toggle back and forth. So that means if you select share screen, you will always share your screen on Facebook Live. You won't be able to go back to yourself. If you don't share your screen, you will always share your picture of yourself, and you can't share your screen. So keep that in mind with Facebook Live. Again, it says camera issues here only because I'm currently recording through the camera on my screen. So a couple other things to keep in mind to kind of check before you get going. So that's pretty much your basic live. That will get you going. You can go live at that point. I have a couple suggestions, however. First is under settings on stream. Its default is to end live video if the stream stops. So say you lose that internet connection. I highly suggest unchecking that. So many of us are dealing with internet issues for a variety of reasons. You will potentially get into 30 seconds of your video, and instead of just having a minute where you sound like, or a couple seconds where you sound like a robot, it will completely shut it off. So I would suggest unclicking that. And then a couple of options you have down here. If you're going to go live longer than 8 hours, or if you want to not publish the video after it ends. If you only want people to see the live video and not your recorded afterwards, there's an option here too. Viewing wise, allow viewers to rewind. So this allows people, say they tune in about 3 seconds too late, 3 minutes too late, they can start from the beginning. I personally don't love this, so I usually unclick it because I want people to be with me the entire time instead of coming in and joining later. So I've unclicked that. more than likely most of the time. Disabling live commentary if you don't want people to comment or like in real time, you can do that. Facebook Live also might not be the right option for you if you don't want that happening. So keep that in mind. And then auto-generated captions. This is a good thing that Facebook Live has added recently. You can add captions to your live video. If it's like Facebook Premiere and like Facebook Live was previously in other formats, these captions will not occur right away. They will show once you post your video afterwards. Facebook automatically posts your video afterwards, but these captions aren't going to show up on that live video immediately. So just keep that in mind. A couple new things with Facebook Live. These are kind of advanced. I haven't played around with them much, but they might be worth something for you. Is stream health. You can look at what your resolution, frame rate, if you're into the recording parts of your video, what those are. Polls. So this allows you to be a little more interactive with your constituents than before. You can ask questions, they'll give answers, and then it'll show whether those answers will show up on your live video. You can also have questions. These, I would imagine, are ones that then people can interact with, give answers to. I have not tried questions yet, but it might be a good option for some of you all. I think that pretty much sets up what we're looking at here. Once you get everything selected, like I said, your Go Live will illuminate right here. If it's not illuminating, that means it's missing something. For me, it's camera issues. I'd have to go off of this recording before I can do Facebook Live. Other than that, it's worth just giving it a try, seeing what you want to do. I would suggest on these different options to put it to your personal page if you're practicing, see what it looks like, and then cut it off if it's not what you want. Like I said, this is a little tricky for those who have internet connection issues, but our ability to create community and to feel like we're connecting might be worth it. Might be worth trying it, particularly for those shorter videos. And because Facebook does prioritize Facebook Live over any static video that you might upload either independently or from YouTube, something like that. So hopefully this was helpful and will at least get you started. It's not all of the details of Facebook Live, but that's okay. We're all at a different point in our learning. So we wanted to get some kind of tutorial out to everyone. So again, my name is Chelsea Corkins. My email is Corkins, Corkins, and then my first initial C at Missouri.edu. You can also reach out to my colleague, Blake Gazaway. He and I have been working on those Facebook Live online learning series together. So we've been navigating this together. As you might see, or if you've watched our Facebook Premiere tutorial, we've actually switched over to Facebook Premiere because of those internet issues and because we wanted to do some more interactive options. So keep that in mind, but Facebook Live certainly has a great place, great role in what you could be interested in using. Might become a really great option once we get back into our offices as well. So keep that in mind. Let us know if you have any questions, and good luck. Thanks.